Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel German with Ajla. Of course, your favorite place for learning German will provide you with practical German lessons with a special focus on clear and super easy grammar explanations. In today's video, we want to cover a topic that is super important for beginners, but also really for anyone who is learning German. We will talk about German question words. In German, we call them Fragewörter. Die Fragewörter. So German question words. This topic seems pretty simple at first, but when it comes to using the question words, I hear mistakes happening all the time, mainly because of the similarity to some English question words that is causing a lot of confusion. So today we want to look at how the German question words work and what are the most important question words. Remember, to be able to use them correctly, you really need to learn them well. So I hope this video will help you with that. Okay, so first, let's look at some important information when it comes to German question words. So, what do we need to remember? German question words are called W-Fragen because they begin with the letter W, or as we say in German, a W. That's why we call them W-Fragen. In English, W questions, W-Fragen. The verb comes in second position directly after the question word. For example, wo arbeitest du? Meaning, where do you work? Wo arbeitest du? And this is a very good example of how to use a question with a German question word. So the question word, in this case wo, where, has to take the first position, position 1. Directly after the question word comes the conjugated verb, the activity of the sentence. In this case, it is arbeitest, like work, arbeitest. And then in third position comes du, which means you, which is the subject of our sentence, meaning the element who is doing the activity. So in conclusion, the conjugated verb, the activity of the sentence, needs to come directly after the question word, and the question word, of course, is taking the first position. Okay, very good. So, wo arbeitest du? Where do you work? Amazing. Now that we understand how to build a question with a question word in German, let's take a look at the most important question words that you need to remember. Okay? You need to learn them very well. Let's begin. Wer, who, wer. For example, wer bist du? Who are you? Wer bist du? Wie, how, wie. Wie geht es dir? How are you? Wie geht es dir? Was? What? Was? Was machst du? What are you doing? Was machst du? Wo? Where? Wo? Wo lebst du? Where do you live? Wo lebst du? Wann? When? Wann? Wann beginnt der Unterricht? When does class start? Wann beginnt der Unterricht? Wohin? Where to? Wohin? Wohin gehst du? Where do you go? Wohin gehst du? Woher? Where from? Woher kommst du? Where do you come from? Woher kommst du? Amazing! Let's move on to the other side. Here we have some question words that are not so frequent like the first half, but still very important and of course good to know. So let's continue. Wen, whom, wen. Wen siehst du? Whom do you see? Wen siehst du? Wem? To whom? Wem? Wem gehört die Tasche? To whom does the bag belong? Wem gehört die Tasche? Wessen? Whose? Wessen? Wessen Tasche ist das? Whose bag is that? Wessen Tasche ist das? Warum? Why? Warum? Warum rufst du mich an? Why are you calling me? Warum rufst du mich an? Wie viel? How much? Wie viel? Wie viel kostet die Tasche? How much does the bag cost? Wie viel kostet die Tasche? Wie oft? How often? Wie oft? Wie oft machst du Sport? How often do you do sports? Wie oft machst du Sport? Wie lange? How long? Wie lange? Wie lange lernst du schon Deutsch? How long are you learning German? Wie lange lernst du schon Deutsch? Okay, and this was the second half. This is a very good list of German question words, and as I said, I would strongly advise you to learn these question words as well as you can to be able to use them confidently and not mix them up in everyday communication. Now, before we end this video, I have a small task for you. Can you write a question in the comments using one of these question words? I want to see how you would use a question word in one of your examples. I'm really looking forward to your questions and also to the next video. Of course, if you liked this video lesson and if it was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on amazing German lessons in the future. So, I'll see you in the next one. Alles Gute und auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss!